Hey, what's up guys? So right now I'm going to do a mukbang style video, which is basically, mukbang videos are where people will just basically eat in front of the camera and then just talk to their viewers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat this and then answer some YouTube fam comments, questions, criticisms, all that kind of stuff. But let me show you guys what I got for lunch. I went to Chipotle and got a burrito bowl. I got the extra white rice for an extra tight life. I got black beans because I'm lean and mean. Not really, I'm kind of thick right now. I'm bracing the thick life right now. I got some corn for that food porn, and lettuce, salsa, pico de gallo, all that kind of good stuff. But here's the pro tip, guys. I got the burrito bowl right here, but I asked for a tortilla on the side so that I can fill up. Using half of this bowl, I filled it up and made a separate burrito. See, look at this. Look how thick. Look how fat. Look how juicy this is. Oh. So I'm going to eat this right now. This is probably going to be like 1.5 meals, like one meal for now and then like a snack for later. And I also got a Nantucket Nectar pomegranate cherry drink, 100% juice. And let's check with the macros, why don't we? Macros! So 0 grams of fat, 57 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of protein. But what really interests me here is the carbs, because I need to carb the fuck up, because I got a lower body workout session later today, not tomorrow, later today, in about an hour or so, and I really need the carbs to fuel my day and to put my goddamn weights away. So that's how we do, that's how we live. So let's get to the questions, guys. Oh yeah, also got some hot sauce, habanero sauce from Trader Joe's, really spicy. If you are not ready for spice, if you're not ready to spice up your life, do not get this. This will spice up your life 10 notches, not even a notch. Is right? If Emerald was here, he'd be like there's so many notches to kick up, he would just run out of BAMs, you know? He would just be like, bam, 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 and just like pass out, from like just die of a heart attack or something like that. It would be too intense for him. But for a less intense BAM, all right, a less intense kick up on a little bit notches. You know, if you want to kick it up just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, then try this Red Hot from Frank's. This is pretty mild. All right, but let's find some questions. No! 20% battery. Okay, I'm gonna have to eat fast and answer some questions fast. I don't know if I can eat fast. Oh, okay. My Wi-Fi is working. That's good. That's a good sign. Wi-Fi is working. Okay, let's get to the, where are you guys? Creator Studio. Community. How are you guys doing? You bored yet? You bored yet? Huh? You bored? Just hang in there, guys. Just hold on. Just hold on. I'm getting there. Let's get some good questions. Alexander Rijojas says, Anthony, give me a shout out on your next video. Love the content. Well, shout out to you, Alexander. Shout out to everyone who watches my stuff. Shout out to everyone who can endure me for that long and stick with me. I really appreciate not only your support, Alexander, but everybody who watches my channel and gives me those thumbs up, and the likes. Oh, that's the same thing, right? Yeah, thumbs up and likes are the same thing. Comments, subscribing. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. I've been making these daily vlogs, and it just makes it a lot more funner when I know people are watching, and I'm just not like putting random shit out into the internet. And like, it really helps when people comment, because then like I know like, okay, there's somebody watching and they like this, they like that, they don't like this, they don't like that. Instead of just like I'm putting it out there and there's like just crickets chirping, you know what I mean? Not even, I don't even get that on the internet. So it's like, it really helps to get the feedback. It really, it's like positive reinforcement, you know what I mean? I'm saying. AJ Body says, great video. How do you like that Go Veggie? I bought it once and tasted funny to me. Turns out it has casein in it, derived from milk, but they advertise it as Go Veggie. I found Daya, and I'm enjoying that, and also Chow. So first of all, Chow is really good. You can get it from Whole Foods. I've talked about it before, but in my previous vlogs, which I know you guys should have seen because I know you watch all my vlogs. Oh shit! Damn, that got too intense. So yeah, Chow is really good. Chow is really good. Tomato, cayenne pepper. Get that one. It's so good. Diet is really, it's okay. It's okay. It's not like for everyone. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm okay with it. The Bay doesn't really like it, but sometimes we have an option of getting a pizza with it, and we're just like, let's not get it, because it's like, it's okay, but it's like nothing amazing. The Go Veggie brand, I made that same mistake. And I think a lot of people have has made that mistake as well, including Holly Brown Fit, because when she talked about it, I was like, yo, that's the same thing happened to me. I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, man. So Go Veggie, what the fuck, man? What is with that? Like, that name is so misleading. I wonder if I have it in my refrigerator. But yeah, most of their products have casein in it, which is not really, I don't know, that's not vegan. But they do have a vegan option now. And I found it at Stop & Shop, and I found they're at most Stop & Shops that I've been to. So it clearly says vegan at the top, and there's no animal ingredients in there whatsoever. And it actually is one of my favorite cheeses now. It tastes really good, it melts really well, and just has that really good cheesy texture that we're all used to. Gotta find me a vegan donut spot in my hood, says Rush Trotter. Yeah, I'm in Boston, so like I feel like even though Boston's like not the biggest place, it's got a lot of stuff. But check out happycow.net if you haven't already. You might be surprised. I'm always surprised every time I check and there's like something new. And especially recently, like so many more vegan places have been popping up. Veganism is on the rise, guys. So if you are a vegan, you are on the right side of history right now. I have not eaten anything yet, so I'm just gonna take a moment and eat this. Should I do like an ASMR type of thing right now, or not? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the opposite of ASMR. All right, I guess ASMR like is like supposed to like chill you out or whatever, but I'm gonna do the opposite. Okay, instead of like whispering and being all quiet and chill, I'm gonna be really fucking loud, and I'm gonna make you guys really fucking stressed out. Okay? Because you know why? I'm not doing that to be mean. I'm doing it so that when you're so stressed out right now, later on, you're gonna have like a peaceful moment, and you're gonna really appreciate it because you have had that contrast, you know? So, here we go, that's good! That's really good! That's really, really good! Damn! Oh my god! All kinds of juicy. It's like all kind of like soft and mushy together. It's just all the flavors are just uniting like this. Oh, like, oh no! Ah! What did I do? What is it? Ugh. Okay, got my tank top a little dirty. Not worried about that. I'm worried about wasting valuable nutrients. So I spilled a little bit, but that's okay, guys, because you know how we do. You know how we live. No waste of valuable nutrients. I'll clean up the rest later. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Another good question. Would you still get rabbits and birds in the future? I'm always a bit concerned with these wide range animals in captivity. Although you do your best. Absolutely not. I would not. At least, okay. Here's the thing. I would not buy any more animals. I would never purchase any animals. And you know what? Even just having animals, it's a big responsibility. Takes up a lot of time. Takes up a lot of resources. Takes up a lot of money. But here's the thing, if I did not bring in those rabbits that I have now, they would have been killed. If I just left them off at a shelter, they would have been killed. If I left them in the wild where I found them, they would have been killed. Because these are domestic rabbits, they cannot survive. They cannot survive on their own in the wild. They're just not they're not like street smart, okay? So when I found them, one of their friends was already dead. They had mites all over them. They were like, one had a broken foot. And I brought it to a bunch, and I called a bunch, and brought them to a bunch of, what do you call it, not sanctuaries. I brought it to like a veterinary place, like shelters, okay, shelters, yeah. And every single one of them said, if you give them to us, we will kill them. because we just do not have the space for them, and they are actually they're hurt. One had a broken foot, and they have mites, so they might infect the other rabbits, and they would just be too expensive for us to like take care of them. So it would just be added expense. So the only option we have would be to euthanize them. So if I did not take them in, they would be dead right now. So in my situation, my very specific situation, I had no other choice. I just had to get the rabbits. Me and my girlfriend were not looking to get rabbits. We had no plans, no intentions to actually get rabbits and be rabbit owners. But we found them, and just out of compassion, we couldn't leave them there to die. They couldn't take care of themselves. They were hungry, they were wet, they were broken, one had a broken foot, they were infected, they were sick. So out of like, with our conscience, we couldn't just let them sit there and just get eaten or die on their own or whatever. And then when we brought them to the vet, like there's no way. We knew what their fate was, and there was no way we were gonna let that happen. Even though like taking care of them, we had no idea what to do. We had no idea what we were doing. And it was one of the most stressful times of my life. If you watch my previous vlogs, I told the full story, but one of the worst times of my life, really super stressful. But I just couldn't let these guys die because I got to know them, I got to know their personalities, and there was no way I was going to let them die. So in the future, definitely I wouldn't buy any. And right now I really can't, I can't hold any more rabbits in my house. I already have 2. So no, I wouldn't adopt them either. But what I would probably do is if I find rabbits that are in danger in the wild, I'd probably take them home, put them in a cage somewhere separately, just temporarily. But now I have like connections and resources. I would send them to like a foster care organization, and then hopefully they would get adopted. But yeah, definitely would not purchase any animals from a store. Same thing with birds. My birds are adopted as well. One of them, if you look closely, you can tell he did not have a good life. He's really startled easily. The other one's like super friendly. Because we got her when she was a baby, and she basically grew up with us. But the other one had a previous life where I don't think it was the best place for him, because when we got him, he was like really dirty, and like really like just got startled wicked easily, got scared wicked easily. And if you look at his feet, he has like a few toes missing and stuff. So obviously he was not taken care of very well. So again, I'm really glad that we have him, but there's just no more room for us in the future. And if these guys for some reason pass away, I don't think I would get any more animals, because it's just so much. It's a lot of work, you know. It's a lot of you have to spend a lot of time and resources, and I don't know. But yeah, I definitely do not support buying from shops like Petco, Pet Supplies, and stuff like that. But yeah, just to sum it up, just to wrap it up, given the situation, I'm really glad that we have our animals now, that we were able to save them. But in the future, I just don't really think I would put the same effort in again. But I would help them. I would like send them to like a shelter or whatever. Brian Yang says, "You literally made me a vegan. I'm a vegan now." That is so awesome, dude. That is wicked awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. So yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to share with my channel. Like, you can have fun. You can eat all these crazy things, have a bunch of like interesting foods to eat, really enjoy yourself, but you don't have to hurt the animals, all right? And you can have a diet that's like less harmful for the environment. So not only am I like living my life like to the fullest, like trying to have fun every day, trying to like live up to my potential, but also like do something to help other people, do something to help the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's so selfish just to fucking go out there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a burger, blah blah blah, and like you don't realize like something had to die for that burger. You know, you can have burgers, you can enjoy food. There's plenty of foods out there that aren't dependent on something dying. You know, so that's what like if I can get, I'm so happy that you you were inspired to make that change now. But if I can even just like inspire people to just have a look, just go and do a little bit of research, because that's what all I think it takes. It's like a really slippery slope. Like once you start a little bit, then you're gonna like start seeing more and more and more, and eventually like people say you can't force veganism on anyone. No, I never try to force veganism on anyone, and I don't think you really can. Like what am I gonna do? Like hold a fucking knife up to someone's throat? That's not forcing. It's like I'm just giving you the information, and it's your own conscience that's like making you feel like, oh hey, like this is kind of shitty, like I kind of feel bad, maybe I shouldn't do this, you know what I mean? So awesome. That's really awesome, Brian. Congrats to you. That is super awesome. That really makes my day. That's like the best comment I've gotten in a long time. Man, that's really awesome. Yeah, I'm like at a loss for words. Like I'm just so happy that you're on board with this lifestyle now. And I hope you do more research. Check out 101 Reasons to Go Vegan. You can just YouTube that, search on YouTube. Also, Best Speech Ever by Gary Yourofsky. Check that out. Watch Earthlings, Cowspiracy. But basically, the more information you have, the more research I do, the more like solidified my stance on veganism is. Because literally I have not found anything that is like a legit good argument against veganism. So the more research I do on either side, it just makes me go more and more deeper, stronger, get my roots stronger and deeper into veganism. But yeah, congrats, man, and thanks for sharing with that with me. That makes me really happy. We love you here in Israel. Much love. Yes. That's pretty awesome. So I've said this before in one of my previous vlogs, but the YouTube world just makes the whole world a little bit smaller, because now, like, what are the chances that you can find other people in your area that are as passionate as you are? That not only just, okay, what are the chances that you can find people in your area that are into the same things that you are, but not only that, but have the same level of intensity, like same level of enthusiasm about what you are into? You know, and YouTube, that just makes it so much easier. So really awesome that like I have really awesome, and I'm just super grateful that I'm like can be on YouTube and like share my information and share my like story and everything and what I do and how I live with people all over the world. And that's just, it's so awesome that it's reaching all the way to Israel. So that's awesome. Shout out to Eden. And this video is 17 minutes long so far. Alright, I really need to eat this fucking burrito. Man, so many good comments that I'm actually forgetting about my burrito. That's how good, that's how like, how stoked I am on some of these comments. So Alien Knight always writes really awesome comments. Not a big fan of video games? I can see why. 6 months ago I quit playing and had so much time to fill up. So I just went out, worked out, read a few books, became more social and healthy. Recently I started gaming again and I kind of feel depressed. LOL. Time to stop. I'm addicted. Fuck, I'm weak. Yeah, same thing with me, man. Same thing with me. Like, when I don't have video games to take up my time, I just find other things to do. Other things that actually give me something back, you know? Like, working out gives you something back. You get stronger, you get healthier, stuff like that. Going for a walk, you get inspired, you know? Stuff that gives you back. You play video games, you put all your effort and time into this thing, and it's just like, it stays there. Out, like, in the cyber world, that's all it stays. You don't really get anything from it. I used to be pretty addicted to League of Legends. I was never really good at it, but I always played it, and it just took up so much time and so much energy. So the time and energy that I spent on that video game, I couldn't take back. Like, I would be done playing that video game, and then afterwards, I wouldn't want to do anything else because I would be so worn down. So because these video games, they give you like a really 10% battery. Oh shit. Either like a really like high or really low lows, and it's just like, it's too much, man. It just takes away your energy, and afterwards, after playing a few games, I just wouldn't have energy for anything else. So I don't think video games are productive. I've always like made excuses like and stuff like that, but I just don't. I think they do have their time and place, but just overall, I don't find video games a very good use of my time. Just for me personally. the only video games that I really like now are the Telltale games, where it's basically, it's not even like a real video game. It's basically just watching a TV show, and you click and you get to make choices for the main character. So it's like a TV show that you're a part of. You can kind of control and dictate what direction it goes into. But that's a little bit different because it has they're really good storylines. And when I watch TV shows or I play video games with really good storylines, it just gets me kind of inspired. It just gets me amped up because I'm just so in awe of the story that I just like feel super hyped up afterwards and I want to do other things. But that's the only type of video games I'll play nowadays. Fitness Troll, could you talk about pet ownership and being vegan? What are your thoughts on this hot topic in the vegan scene? Like what I said earlier, I don't believe in buying animals from stores. But if you come across animals and they need help and you have a home to offer them, I think that's pretty cool. Also, it's really important that you don't go into a relationship with an animal with exploitation in mind. So some people are like, oh, I have some pet chickens, they're just pets, but you know, the only reason they have them is to get their freaking chicken periods. So that's not cool. And when you go into a relationship with an animal like that, with that type of mindset, then you don't really care for them. You really care about what they can do for you. They're not really there for companionship or whatever. You're just trying to get something from them. And because of that, you're not going to take care of them so well. You're not going to be like super protective of them. You're not going to watch out for them. And every single fucking person I know that has had backyard chickens, they always end up getting eaten by hawks or getting attacked by predators because they're just like, they don't care about them. They don't watch them, watch over them. You know what I mean? Like, you don't let your dog outside and just leave it unsupervised. You wouldn't leave your rabbits outside and leave it unsupervised. You wouldn't leave your birds outside and leave it unsupervised. But because these chickens are just there to like pump out chicken periods for you, you don't really care. You don't really have like a personal connection with them. You have a connection with what they can offer you, and so you're not really taking care of them. You're not really watching out for them. You're not like really like you don't worry about them. You don't care about them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. I never know what I'm talking about, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Cole McInnes asked, what is your job? I'm a musician, so a freelance musician, and the summer is a pretty slow time for me, but I do get gigs here and there, wedding gigs and pretty like big gigs, so the bills get paid, but I do have more time to do things like YouTubing over the summer. But then it gets crazy again, like when the fall starts. John Yu asked, any tip for a complete beginner? He's talking about skateboarding. One of the biggest things that I found that has really helped me so far, and helps me not only just like learn, but just to warm up in general. Like every time I skate, this is what I do. I ride around the area that I'm skating at least 5 times. I practice turning, like heel side. I practice turning toe side, and I practice tic-tacking, which is lifting up your front wheels and moving around like that to either turn or to like propel yourself forward. So basically just riding, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll get attracted to skateboarding because of the tricks, right? Because obviously tricks are super cool, but they'll neglect their super basics, the foundation, and they don't really know how to ride well, and they'll like try to ollie their kickflips and stuff like that. But when you can ride well, you can control your board, and you can feel like at one with it. Doing everything else just makes things so much easier. Alien Knight asked, hey Anthony, what supplements do you take or recommend? As a student, I'm on vitamin B12 and fish oils because my diet is no bueno. And P.S. I'll follow you to death do us part. Right in the feels, right here. We have a connection, guys. We have a connection. That ass. So, what supplements do I take or recommend? I do not take any supplements whatsoever right now. No protein, no creatine, no B12, no vitamin D, nothing. I get my vitamin B12, vitamin D from just going outside. Everything else I try to get from my food because I think supplements can be a waste of money unless you have a very specific problem, but I think they're a waste of money and they're kind of a scam because you can get everything from food. and they're kind of costly too. So you're saying as a student, meaning I'm assuming, meaning you probably don't have much money. I don't have much money either. Even if I do have money, I don't like to spend it on supplements. I just don't like the supplement industry in general. So for B12, here's what I do. I'm low right now, but nutritional yeast flakes. A lot of them have B12. They have all kinds of vitamin Bs, but a lot of them have B12. And look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Let's check with the micros. Micros! Focus, focus. If you guys can't read it, it says vitamin B12, 130% per serving. Okay? So what I like about this is that it's an actual food. It tastes good. It tastes really, really good as a cheese substitute. It's like got this nutty, earthy, cheesy flavor. I can't really explain it. You guys just have to try it for yourself. It sounds weird, it looks weird, but I'm telling you, it's so freaking good. So yeah, but not only does it come with vitamin B12, but because it's a real food, you got, let's check out the macros right away. Macros! 1 gram of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of protein. So you're just getting so much more. You're getting a more complete thing. Like nutrition doesn't work in isolation. You're getting a bigger picture, like more things for your buck, and some fiber as well. Okay, so I recommend nutritional yeast flakes for your B12, and if you buy in bulk, that makes it even cheaper. But I think this was like $5 or something like that, and I don't have to pop any pills or anything. It actually tastes good. It actually makes me want to consume it. For fish oil, I'm assuming for omega-3s. I don't do fish oil. I prefer just, again, flax seeds or what's the other thing? Chia seeds. Because, again, it's just a food, and I can actually use it for something. I can put it in recipes, and I get more than just the vitamins that I'm looking for. I get carbs, proteins, fats, and stuff like that. And just in general, I don't think obviously I don't think it's ideal to try to use supplements as a band-aid. You know, because it's kind of like just a quick fix shortcut. Ideally, you want to like eat in a way that's like that you get all your bases covered. And you know, a lot of cereal have B12 in them, so cereal is a good option too. So cereal, you get your carbs, a little bit of protein, a little bit of fat, fiber, and it's an actual meal that will fill you up. So you're spending money on food that will give you energy, and you get your vitamins. So instead of just spending on supplements that give you no energy, and you might not even absorb it, stuff like that. So I think food is always the better way to go. Even if it's like processed shit like cereal, I think it's okay. It's better than supplements. Are you a gamer? Not really. Like I said before, the only game I play nowadays is Telltale games. Damn, almost 30 minutes. And this video has been no jump cuts whatsoever, so you guys can really see how freaking awkward I am. But look, I got this much more left, so I really gotta finish this. Veggies and kilos. Shout out to Dan. Says you're goofy, right? So goofy means, we're talking about skateboarding. Goofy means your left foot is in back of you, your right foot is in the front. If it's the other way around, if your right foot is in back of you, your left foot is in front, that's called a regular stance. And it's basically just like terms for saying left-handed or right-handed or left-handed for your feet. And how do you deal with sore hip flexors after a sesh? I actually used to get that, but recently I haven't. And I think the thing is, I'm just getting better with my technique with skating. I'm getting more efficient with moving, and so it doesn't strain the hip flexors as much. So I haven't been getting sore hip flexors lately. I used to get it a lot when I try to like really suck up my legs, like pull up my legs when I ollie. But I don't really try to suck them up anymore as much as I try to like kick them forward. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to, how do I show this? Instead of like sucking up my legs like this, I just try to like kick it forward like this, kind of like a ninja kick when I ollie. And that way, it kind of like, I get like that steezy style, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like kind of like bone the ollie a little bit. All right, that's enough about that. Because I know a lot of people that watch my channel are not interested in skateboarding, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about skateboarding. But yeah. just getting better at skating has helped me not get sore hip flexors anymore. And I'm gonna try to finish this before the camera dies. It's a really good question, but I don't know if I can get to it. From Bradley. Who, I don't want to brag or anything, but he said he went vegan through one of my videos where I linked to a video from Aaron about the dairy industry. So yeah, guys, that just goes to show you, if you just share information kindly and it's just like in an informative manner, people want to learn things and people are curious. And with information, they can make decisions and they can change. So. Okay, I don't know. This video is 30 minutes long. I might have to save the question for another time because it is a good question. But let me just finish this thing right here. This thing right here. Just a little bit more juicy. Just a little more. A little more. Just a little more. A little more. Just a little more. As I did that, I just read a comment from Harris Majid Training. A little bit more stuck in my head now. You know, you guys don't know what it's like to edit my own videos and to have to hear that like over and over, because that's like what you guys hear in the video is actually like a reduced version, like an abridged version of what actually goes on in real life. So good, so good. Good stuff, man, good stuff. So filling too. The sofritas is so good. I wonder how many meat eaters, like, if they just like had an open mind and tried it, I'm sure they would like it. But a lot of times it's just habit, you know? They just choose chicken because that's what they normally get. They just choose beef because that's what they normally get. It's the path of least resistance. And trying anything else kind of disrupts their flow. One of my rabbits just knocked something over. And when I'm at home, I don't leave them caged up. I cage them up when I leave just for like safety purposes. If anything happens to the house, they can just come in, pick up the cage and take them out. But when I'm home, they're out free and running, you know, and doing shit. Muna! That's mommy's makeup. My girlfriend left some stuff on the floor. Okay. Well, I still got more food, but I finished the burrito, and actually I'm feeling pretty full now, so I think I'm going to stop eating here. I'll finish this drink though, and I have to go take a poop because I went to Maine and my pooping schedule kind of fell off schedule. So I used to poop like first thing in the morning, but now it's kind of like in the middle of the day. Just because, yeah, long story, not worth getting into. TMI. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate all the comments. I tried to get back to them. I'm going to try to get back to them actually like through typing, but lately I've been just trying to get back to them through the actual videos, which I think is more like personable. I went through this before. Is that a real word? I should look that up. But anyways, it's like more personal, I guess is the better word. But you guys know what I mean. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I love your comments. Please leave more. Ask any questions. Nothing is off limits. Kind of. I hope I don't regret saying that. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your support. Subscribe for more daily vlogs, videos like this. Let me know what kind of content you guys would like to see, because I am willing to create almost anything except for porn. That you guys have to pay a Supreme Master VIP exclusive membership price for. But so yeah, again, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, stay fresh, fam.